Was geht up? I have relatives in Germany. I have relatives in the US. I have my friend in Canada. My sister is in Australia, but they don't visit Kenya like other Kenyans. Like, we start comparing other people to your people. So abroad is very different. Like, let's say Germany. You find someone is in Germany, especially when you have kids, like 3 kids, 4 kids. Yeah, you are a father, you have a wife, you have kids, 4 kids, traveling back abroad, or traveling back to Kenya or Sudan, Burundi, Nigeria, yeah, from abroad, it's always difficult because it's very, 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 very expensive. Unless you are a bachelor. When you are a bachelor, you can travel the way you want, like 3 times a year, 2 times a year. Like booking a flight from the US to Kenya, yeah, depending with the connection. Like people, they'll connect like 3 times. From US to Qatar, Amsterdam, or Frankfurt. And then from Frankfurt to Kenya, or from Qatar to Ethiopia, from Ethiopia to Nairobi, yeah. Imagine traveling with kids, like you have 4 kids, yeah. You are traveling with them in the same flight, yeah. You've paid a return ticket, yeah. Imagine you're traveling with 4 kids plus your wife plus yourself, almost $20,000, yeah. Transport, you haven't put like food they'll eat when they're in Kenya, because you'll be buying everything, even water for drinking, because they are not used to Kenyan water. Because you'll find that when kids come to Kenya, when they are raised abroad, they always tend to fall sick, yeah. Every kid, like diarrhea, I don't know, fever, everything will happen to them because they are not used to Kenyan water. So you have to buy like everything, from water, food, and then you have relatives. Once they see you, you have landed in Kenya, yeah, they will tell you they carried you when you are still a baby. They raised you, yeah, they gave you this and this. So you'll find that you have to support them. Like when they see you, they want money. Even your siblings, your mom, once you arrive from abroad, they won't buy anything in the house because they know the bank has arrived, yeah. You are the savior. You have to buy everything, from sugar. Even when there's no salt, they'll tell you, can you buy us salt? Even if there's no unga, you have to buy everything in the house because you are abroad, you are working. They don't know whether you are working or not. But once you go abroad, my friends, black tax is a must. You have to be sending money back home every month, like you support them. But depending with the families, because other families come from rich families, yeah. I've told you, I have friends in Germany, they come from rich families, like MCA, MP from somewhere in Kisii, MP from somewhere in Nyeri, yeah. Just bearing, my dad is a member of parliament in blah blah blah, and they don't work, yeah. They just chill, go to the club, do this and this. When they want to come to Kenya, Dad, can you pay for my ticket? The dad pays for the ticket. They don't work, they just chill, go study, from studying come back home, take beer, drink, smoke, relax, continues every now and then, yeah. So you cannot compare your life to other families. So when you see other families coming to Kenya like 3 times a year, twice a year, don't compare them with other families. If your sister is in Germany, she has never come back after 3 years or 4 years, relax. As long as she's sending you black tax every month, just be content and then relax. Your sister will come back to Kenya, especially if she has kids. And then before it was easy to come to Kenya, yeah. When you have like an international passport, you are only coming to Kenya and then pay like 50 euro if you have international passport. Imagine you are a Kenyan, but you are coming from you have like a US passport, Australian passport, German passport. When you arrive at JKIA, you used to pay 50 euro for 3 months. Nowadays you have something called ETA, which means even your kid, even if you're getting a 2-year-old kid, as long as they have international passport, you have to apply for ETA. And this ETA, you pay like 30 euro. Imagine 30 euro times 4 kids. But before, you're only paying, if you're a man and you have kids, your kids we're not supposed to pay anything. You only pay for 50 euro for yourself and your wife, like 50, 100 euro. But nowadays, it's very expensive. Hey, Ruto's regime, yeah, everything is very expensive. They say it's a free visa, but once you arrive at JKIA, and then also you have to book ETA online. Before you travel, you apply, you pay, and then they send you a letter, you print, and then this letter, you can show it at the JKIA. So expensive, very, very expensive. Another point, like I've been in Kenya for 4 months, and the amount I've spent here in Kenya for 5 months, it's a lot, because everything is expensive. Like you go to supermarkets, you buy this and this, like 3 items, 1,000 kaput. compared when I'm in Germany, like 10 euro I can buy something. But I'm hearing like right now, everything is expensive in Germany. So next week I'll tell you when I'm going back to Germany, and then I'll do a 10 euro challenge, because I've done a 10 euro challenge in Germany, and I bought like 7 stuff. I bought tomatoes, onions, I bought apples, soda, I bought beer with 10 euro. I'll do another video once I arrive in Germany, and then I'll show you how everything is becoming expensive in Germany. Everything is, inflation is everywhere. Kenya, everywhere. I don't know what's happening with inflation. But in Kenya, you need to have like 50k every month for a bachelor to survive, because you have to go dunda here and there, pay rent, live comfortably, fuel your car. So everything in Kenya is very expensive. I don't know what's happening, but everything is good. Don't worry. Point number 3, I've always talked to like my guys from Coastal. They tell you, mimi mwanangu nikienda Kenya mimi naendanga usiku, and then nafanya mambo zangu hivi kidogo kidogo, watu wasinione, wanaweza ndroga. Like when you come to Kenya, people will bewitch you, like you don't have like the right relatives, neighbors. They won't feel good when you go to Kenya and you are living abroad. So they are always afraid to come to Kenya. So they would rather go to somewhere else and relax, and then they go back to Germany. And then another thing, this thing I've noticed, like traveling in Europe is very cheaper than traveling in Kenya. Like if you want to go for a holiday in Greece, I'll use Ryanair. Ryanair is like the cheapest mode of transport in Europe. But in Kenya, I googled the flight from Nairobi to Dar es Salaam. It was coming almost 100,000 Kenya shillings with Kenya Airways. One way, 100 Kenya shillings. But in Germany, from Germany to Greece, it's almost 200 euro, 150 euro, 300 euro, depending with the airline. We have Eurowings, we have Ryanair, we have German, blah blah blah. So depending with where you are going, traveling in Europe and holidaying in Europe is very easy than coming to Kenya. So you find other people, they say, me I won't go to Kenya with my family, I'll just take my family to France. They see Eiffel Tower, they have food, and then we come back to our country called Germany. And then in Kenya, maybe you just go like once per year, only one person. Like if it's the wife, she'll travel to Kenya. If the husband, she'll travel to Kenya alone. And then you leave kids in Germany. That's why you find other people will not come to Kenya easily. So don't judge them. Yeah, life is very easy in Europe than in Kenya. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.